Hi, I'm Brandon, and I'm back to do a commentary this time on the legendary Jeff Stacy, the Mickey Mouse Predator. One of you awesome Patreon subscribers recommended him recently, so I uploaded the interrogation, Jeff Stacy's interrogation, last week, I think it was. I originally did a commentary back on YouTube on his confrontation with Chris Hansen, but somehow I usually keep all the videos I do, but somehow I must have accidentally deleted that one because I could not find it. So I decided, you know what, I'm on a new platform here, so I'm just going to redo it. So this is a brand new commentary on Jeff Stacy, so let's get into it.
Over the peat bags again. What am I asking for?
Of course, Jeff Stacy's just waddling up to this house with absolutely no clue how drastically his life will change forever.
You there? I'm gonna go.
He can't even like close the door properly. He tries to close the door and he just kind of like stumbles awkwardly and can't quite do it. Let's look at that again.
You there? I'm gonna go up and get ready, okay?
Okay.
Wait at the bar for like.
Okay. Yeah, like Jeff Stacy, he's a legendary predator, like I said. Like everyone who's a TCAP fan and even just like casual fans know who this guy is. Just the stupid things he said, his voice, the way he looks, like everything about him, it just makes for classic television. But I know there's been some debate over like how much of a predator he is, like how dangerous he is. Like obviously he tried to do this, he showed up, he's a predator in every sense of the word. But I know I've read people that have their doubts of like whether or not he would have tried anything. He even says himself that, you know, he probably wouldn't have done anything. And obviously he's dangerous, he should have gone to prison, all that. I do on some level think he's not quite as dangerous as some of the others, just for the fact that he's basically just so wimpy and cowardly that I don't think he would have put any moves on the girl. Like he probably would have just sat there and talked and then left. Just the fact that he wanted to when he's out there creeping on them and doing all that stuff online. Obviously, he's dangerous enough. But then again, I mean, there's the flip side to that coin is that could partially be a ruse. Is that he comes across as just a very wimpy guy who wouldn't do anything when he actually would. So I'm not trying to defend Jeff Stacy in any way. I'm just kind of bringing light to the fact that there is that debate out there, and it's hard to imagine this guy just having any backbone to even try anything. I mean, he got married at some point after this, so I don't know who made the first move with that, but of course. He's now dead. He had a heart attack or something. But anyways, let's get on with it.
5 minutes and then follow me up, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
And like, he's just such a dumb guy. Like, could you imagine just being friends with this guy or having to work with him? And he's just so clueless and dumb. Like, he must be just the most annoying guy to have around.
Do me a favor and just have a seat right over there on the other side of the bar.
He's just about to take his coat off and get comfortable, and then Chris Hansen appears, so he puts the coat back on.
How's it going?
All right.
Did you find a place to park okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you have a seat? What's your plan for tonight?
Nothing really.
Nothing really.
Mm-mm.
Who'd you come here to meet?
Some girl.
Some girl whose name is what?
Yeah. Oh, what's her name? Yeah. Like there's any chance he doesn't know her name. Like Jeff Stacy just has so many girls in his Rolodex that he just can't even keep them straight. He knows damn right well what her name is.
You can't even remember her name.
It's Amanda, I believe.
Amanda? Sadie, maybe?
I was Amanda.
Wonder if it just took him that long to come up with a made-up female name. It just took him a good 10 seconds to just think of a random name.
Amanda.
Yeah. And how old is this girl you came here to meet?
I believe she's 18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, what a coincidence. She happens to just be the minimum age they have to be for you to not get in trouble. Wow, what luck Jeff Stacy has.
And what made you think she was 18?
Because I thought she said she was 18.
You want to try?
Well, that level of logic, Jeff Stacy is a genius to just be able to figure. That is so stupid. What made you think she was 18? Because I thought she said she was 18. Okay. I mean, kind of makes sense on some level, but...
Again?
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
But that's not what she told you, is it?
I don't know.
Well, you can say that,
Okay.
but I have the transcript of the conversation.
Okay.
And right up top, she says she's 15.
Okay.
How old are you?
You don't need to say okay after every statement that Chris Hansen makes there, Jeff. You could just sit there quietly.
You.
21.
21.
And he's not 21. I think he was 27, if I'm not mistaken.
And why did you think it was appropriate or legal to come here to meet a 15-year-old girl home alone?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
You got to have a better answer than that.
I didn't think she was 15.
But that's not what it says here in the transcript of the chat. I've read the whole thing, so you might as well just tell me.
I don't know. I really don't know. I thought she was 18.
And that's the thing, too, is like, it's such bullshit that he didn't know. Obviously, he knew. Especially guys like this who are definitely not popular. It's not like he's talking to so many women that he's going to, skim over some details or miss some things. Any girl or woman who is showing him this level of attention, he's probably reading this over and over and just paying attention to every single word that she says. He's probably just after they finish talking for the night, he probably just reads the whole thing again because it's just such a rare occurrence to have someone show this much interest in him. So for him to say that he somehow glanced over this one very specific detail, and he's even saying, I thought she said she was 18. That means that age was something that was discussed and that he was thinking about, and he was under the impression she was 18 because he thought that she said that. Obviously, it's something that was on his mind, so how could he miss that detail? It's like he obviously knew.
What does that say right there?
And of course, all the stuff about him, wanting to make sure she wasn't a cop and all that, but we'll get into that soon enough.
What number is that?
15.
15, okay. Go ahead, sir.
You should have just said, I didn't have my glasses on. I thought that 5 was an 8.
I don't remember.
Isn't that a little convenient that all of a sudden you're sitting here talking to me and you don't remember?
No, it happened probably last night.
Whole 24 hours ago.
Yeah, it's practically a lifetime ago. How could you expect anyone to remember details from more than one day ago?
So,
A lifetime. Where did you come from tonight?
Lebanon.
I'm sorry?
Lebanon.
Say it again?
Lebanon.
Yeah, I don't it's Lebanon. I think is it spelled like Lebanon, the country? But I think it's pronounced Lebanon, but it sounds like he's saying Lebanon. So I can see why Chris has asked him to repeat himself several times, because I think on top of Jeff Stacy's high-pitched Mickey Mouse voice, he kind of mumbles too.
Where's that?
Cincy.
In Cincinnati. How far did you drive?
I don't know, maybe an hour.
An hour. And what's your name?
Jeff.
Jeff, what's your last name?
Stacy.
Stacy. And what do you do for a living, Jeff?
Work at
Does anyone else find it weird that he has a female first name for a last name? Funny enough, apparently when I was born, my parents decided that if I was a boy, they were going to name me Brandon, and if I was a girl, they were going to name me Stacy. So there was a chance I could have been a Stacy.
deli.
You work at a deli. And do you often chat with underage girls online?
Oh,
No. So this is your first time?
Like, it's funny for a guy who is such a legend on this show, and it's like one of the most famous segments on this show. at least for this first part of the interview, he doesn't give a lot of talk. Like he just says, okay, I don't know. Like he just gives these like one word or very short answers. Like it's hard for Chris to interview him because he's just denying everything, but he's not giving Chris much to work with. He does give a few bangers later on, but right now this is just kind of like a frustrating interview.
No, I hear that a lot.
I would say, yeah, you probably do, but this is.
This is what?
This is the first time I've ever met anybody offline.
Now it seems
It's kind of weird that he looks over his shoulder there, like he looks to his right when he says that this is the first time I've ever met anyone online. It's kind of almost like he's suddenly looking around, realizing the situation he's in. Like, this is the first time I met anyone online, as he looks around and he's like, holy shit, like, I actually came to a stranger's house for sex. Like, this is hard to believe. Whether or not it's an act or just something he's doing is, debatable, but let's watch that again.
I would say, yeah, you probably do, but this is.
This is what?
This is the first time I've ever met anybody offline.
Now it seems like you're having some memory trouble tonight, so I'm going to remind you of some of the things you said in the conversation.
You ask her if she's a virgin.
I ask everybody all kinds of stuff. It's just talk.
Do you sleep naked?
What's wrong with asking questions?
Well, some of the questions are pretty graphic.
And yeah, he's just so full of shit that's something that he maybe, like, I doubt that he does this all the time. He does it in certain situations, and I'm sure he only does it with young females. He's not talking to other men out there, asking them whether they sleep naked and all this stuff. He's only doing it to people that has some sort of sexual interest in. Because that is not normal behavior. It's not like, oh, this is just how people act on the internet. It's like certain people do, but they have a certain and definite intention, the kind of people that do that. So you can't pretend like, oh, this is normal. It's just talk. No, it is not normal.
You going to be naked when I show up? Legs spread and I will blank you right away.
Okay, so I said that stuff.
Yeah, we know, Jeff.
Then you say, oh, you're not a cop, are you? Why did you ask if she was a cop?
Because I had people who were drug friends, and they say that if you ask that they have to tell you.
You have people who are what?
I used to have friends that were druggies, and that's what they said.
Druggy.
What a moron. Like, Jeff, okay, when it comes to the law, couple of things. First, don't take advice from druggies. Second, you shouldn't take any advice from anyone who is not a lawyer. If there's any combination, honestly, even if the lawyer was a druggie, their advice might still be pretty good, but you should find a lawyer who's not a druggie, and people who are druggies and not lawyers are the worst people to take advice from. Like, we've seen so many predators. Like, I have to comment on this on, like, every single video, is how people think that, oh, they have to tell you if they're a cop. Obviously, that's not true. But Jeff Stacy just took that one step further up the idiocy ladder and took this information from druggies. Like they would possibly know. Like, it's just, why would he take that advice? And even if they did tell him that, like, he could just go and Google that and just do some very basic research to see if that was true or not.
So the druggies told you that if you asked over the internet if they're police, they have to tell you.
Yeah.
So that's what you did.
Mm-hmm.
And why were you worried that it might have been a police officer?
I ask everybody.
Just out of habit?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that is so absurd. So, like, every conversation he has online, he's talking about sports or something, and he's just like, are you a police officer or affiliated with law enforcement? For absolutely no reason? Like, that is illogical and obviously a lie. The only reason he was asking that is because he knew that she was underage and he knew that he could get in trouble for that. So he was asking if she was a cop to hopefully not get in trouble.
Well, doesn't that indicate that you're worried that if it was a police officer, you could get in trouble for what you were doing?
No, because I asked that to everybody.
To everybody? So you spend your time on the internet at night asking people whether or not they're cops, whether or not they sleep naked, whether or not you can perform sex acts on them.
Boy, Jeff Stacy must be a fun guy to run into online somehow and have to have an online conversation with.
You do this all the time.
It's talking.
Talking. Yeah, but the difference tonight, Jeff, is that you went from talking to showing up at this house where you thought a teenage girl was home alone.
And that puts it perfectly. Like Jeff Stacy, he later says like he thinks online talk and real life are two different things, but he definitely crossed a line. Like when he's online, people can't see his face, they can't hear his voice. He could be anyone he wants, and he can just act out these disgusting sexual things he wants to do to minors and chat with them and get his jollies doing that. But he crossed a line here by actually showing up at the house, and that's probably when the reality hit him. And thank God he was caught, because even a guy like this who would be timid and scared and may not approach girls or women in public, just the fact that they're doing sick things online is still very predatory, and even that should wind them up in prison.
An underage girl.
I didn't know
You didn't know what?
that she was underage.
Do you want to go through the exercise again where we talk about what age is right here in the chat?
No, because I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I don't remember seeing the age.
Then why were you so worried about whether or not this was a police setup?
Because I asked that to everyone.
See, like, there's no judge or jury anywhere that would possibly believe that. Like, it's just so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, yeah, she said she was 15, but I somehow missed that one line. And the thing about being a cop, I didn't have any bad intentions with that. I say that to everyone. Like, no one's going to believe that.
You ask her if she's horny.
What's wrong with that?
Really? Really, Jeff? First of all, she's 15. And even, like, I guess there's nothing wrong with having sexual conversations with other adults online if it's not in a predatory situation. But if this is the kind of garbage that you're just spewing to every girl and woman that you could possibly find that's willing to chat with you, which I'm sure is exactly what happens with Jeff, then there is something wrong with that. Like, sometimes people aren't just looking to immediately get into graphic sexual discussions without any sort of like lead up into it with complete strangers. There's a lot of people that will be put off by that. And the fact that he's just more than willing to do this with a minor is just like 100 times wrong as doing it with anyone else.
You ask if she does anal.
It's a question.
It's a question. Yeah, that's got to be like maybe the most famous line in all of TCAP, maybe like definitely top 3. Like, it's, and just the fact that he's just so adamant about this, that this means nothing. I think that's his only, there's no other way to argue this. Like, he can't argue that it's fine to say this kind of stuff. Like, he just has to act like this is nothing. Like, it's just chat. It means nothing. This is all just completely worthless to even think about. Where it's like, no, this is very, very serious, and I think he knows how wrong it is.
I know, but you're asking a question to somebody who identified themselves as an underage girl. And in this state, depending on the circumstances, that is against the law. Do you get that?
It's against the law to say it on there.
It's against the law to solicit an underage girl for sex.
Yeah, it's to say, yeah, it's illegal to say it on that piece of paper. Yeah, no, obviously what he means is say it online. But yeah, does he seriously think that you're allowed to say whatever you want and send whatever you want to a minor online as long as you don't see him in real life? Like, could he possibly think that? Yeah, of course it's wrong to say it on there, you twit.
Yes.
That's not what if that's what it was, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
You also sent this picture of yourself.
Yes, I know.
That's you. And then you sent these pictures too.
Yeah,
Who are the? What's all that?
just phony pictures.
Just phony pictures.
Yeah, I thought he said funny pictures first time I heard it, but apparently he said phony pictures. So yeah, apparently he sent pictures of like a male model, like bodybuilder kind of guy. And And I guess once the plans were in motion for him to actually come over, he probably realized, oh shit, I'm going to show up and she's going to realize that those pictures are not of me. So he had to kind of come clean and send a real picture of himself. And of course, any normal person would just be disgusted, not only by the fact that he looks like a fat blob, but also the fact that he lied about how he looked. Like, obviously that would be a deal killer for any normal person. But of course it was a decoy, and she wanted him to come over no matter what. So she was like, yeah, whatever, you look fine, just come on over.
How come you cut the heads off?
I didn't. I just found them that way.
And you were trying to make believe that was you, or what was the purpose of that?
I don't know. It's just talk. If I'm not really ever... I mean, it's nothing.
Doesn't seem to fit there.
I know it doesn't.
So what were you trying to do with all this?
Nothing.
See, you just like, nothing. It means nothing. But no, Jeff, you came over. Like, you were showing her those pictures, obviously, to entice her. You wanted her to think that you actually look like that because you think that a man like that would be more attractive, which is obviously true, because you wanted to keep having the conversation with her to be able to keep saying this sick sexual stuff. And you knew that no girl or woman would ever talk about that with you if they saw what you really looked like. So obviously you had bad intentions by showing her that. So you can't just claim it's nothing. It was just a joke. It was talk. No, it was not nothing.
What were you going to do if you had showed up here and a girl was here and I was not? What would have happened?
Probably a whole lot of nothing.
A whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, and honestly, that's probably true. He probably knows. Like, he was probably so scared to go in there. Like, obviously he was... he was happy that, like, in a way, like, he wanted something to happen, but he probably just would have been so scared to do anything. Like, this 15-year-old girl, the alleged 15-year-old girl, would have probably just scared him so much that he probably would, like, just, like, sit as far away on the couch from her as possible, and he would just be there trembling and saying stupid things. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking too... Well, I guess I'm not thinking highly of him. It's, I think, very lowly of him. I don't think that he's lying there. I think he just would have been too scared to try anything.
Maybe a kiss or two, but probably wouldn't go farther.
And
obviously even that's horrible.
Did you bring condoms with you tonight?
No, didn't plan on it. Didn't plan on doing that.
Did you bring alcohol in your car?
No.
You're sure?
Yeah, check my car. I don't care. There's no alcohol in my car.
It's really beside the point, Jeff. I mean, it would only be like a tiny bit worse if you had alcohol. You're still in big trouble for what you tried to do.
But after all this sex talk,
It's just talk to me.
all this graphic chat,
It's...
you expect us to believe that you had no plan
Nope, I didn't.
of having sex with this girl?
No, really, I didn't. Didn't bring alcohol. I didn't bring drugs. I didn't do any of that.
Yeah, but what you're saying now conflicts with what you said online.
It's online, though.
So you just made it all up. All
Yeah.
play, all chat. Mm-hmm. The difference is, Jeff, you showed up.
I didn't know it was wrong to show
And
up.
that shows intent to follow up on what you talked about over the interview.
I didn't know that was... I wasn't intending to do it. It's just talk to me.
Just talk.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do this all the time on the internet?
Sometimes, yeah.
Are you addicted to the internet?
No,
How often do you talk on it?
I don't know. Every day, maybe.
Every day.
It's just talking. I don't see the internet and real life are two different things.
Like, no, they're not. The internet is part of real life. And you can't just say and do whatever you want online and think that it has no repercussions. Like I said in one of my other videos, you can't tell your boss to fuck off online and then show up to work and expect to not get in trouble because it was online. It's like, no, things online they have real world impact. They're not two different things. And even if they were two different things, you showed up to the house in real life. So you crossed that line from online to real life.
What says on the internet doesn't mean that's what I really think.
Well, that would be easier to believe, Jeff, if you didn't show up here tonight, where you thought a young girl was home alone.
No, I really didn't. Well, I knew she was alone.
Why would you be here?
I mean, I knew she was alone, but that doesn't mean much to me.
You're an adult. She's a child.
Okay.
There are laws.
Yeah, and just being a dumb adult is not a defense. Like, just being stupid and claiming that you didn't know, you didn't understand, you didn't know it was wrong. That is not a defense.
Protecting children.
Okay.
Do you get that?
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you get why teen girls at a certain age cannot give consent legally?
Yes.
Okay.
You really had to think about that one, but I guess Chris finally got through to him.
Okay. So you understand why there's a problem here?
Yes.
Okay. So what do you think should happen to you?
I really don't know.
Why don't you help me out here?
I mean, I'm sorry if all this happened. I'm sorry all this. It's really a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding.
I really did not intend on anything, really. Maybe me.
I really did not intend on anything, really. Sounds like there's a hint of doubt there where you kind of intended on something, Jeff.
To her, talk to her.
But come
And this kind of goes back to the James Rutherford thing where he claims he wasn't really going to do it. It's a similar argument, although with James Rutherford, obviously he full on would have made the first movie. He would have tried something. Jeff, I have some hesitation that he might have just chickened out. But none of that matters. Is like you went over there with that intent. You can't talk about robbing a bank and then go to a bank with a gun, walk in with a gun. Even if you go in and you're still not sure whether or not you're going to go through with it, if you get caught, you're in trouble because you had the intention of doing it. So it doesn't matter. Like, he said he was going to do all this stuff. It's black and white. They have all the evidence about it. So for him to come and claim that, the online is different. Just because he said it online doesn't mean that's what he's really going to do. Like, he still got convicted because the law can't work like that, because anyone who got caught before committing a crime would just claim that they changed their mind, they weren't really going to do it. And it's such a bad defense. And obviously we have to catch, especially for crimes like this, we have to catch the people before they actually do it, so there's not a real victim. So it doesn't matter if it looks like you had intent and you state the intention and then you drive over to the house, that should be more than enough to get past any bullshit excuse you have about a whole lot of nothing would have happened or anything like that, or you didn't know. It's like, who cares? I had second thoughts about it. I thought about turning around. I wasn't really going to do anything. I changed my mind. Bullshit. All those guys still got convicted no matter what kind of stupid excuse like that they have.
You know what you said.
I don't know what I said on there. But that's what I'm saying. It's just talk to me.
Jeff, do you ever watch television?
Sometimes.
I wonder if Jeff was, like, before his trial when he was just, like, having a conversation with his lawyer, if his lawyer was just like, oh my God, this guy is a moron. This is a hopeless cause.
You ever watch Dateline NBC?
No.
I'm Chris Hansen, and I'm a reporter for Dateline NBC. And we're doing a story on adults who try to meet teens on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anything else you'd like to tell us, we'd like to hear it.
Nope.
If not, you're obviously free to walk out that door.
It's kind of overkill with the number of people on this video crew. And do they really need like 2 extra microphones? Like the mics that we were listening to the whole time here worked just as well. So obviously they had hidden mics. So these 2 other guys come out and they kind of just could have just saved some money by just not using those. But I guess that's their choice. Sheriff's office, get your hands up, get on the ground. I like how they just got those like lights on his face. Out.
Please kill me.
Oh, and there's Jeff Stacy in handcuffs. So yeah, I think it was last week I uploaded the interrogation commentary, so you can go back and watch that one if you're interested. We'll end this one here. So yeah, Jeff Stacy, like everything about him is just he's such a character. And yeah, like I say, like I have my doubts about like whether or not he would have gone through with this, but really that's like, I'm not giving him any points for that, because even if he kind of say he went through with this, there was a real 15-year-old there and he did chicken out and all they did is sit around and talk for a bit and then he left, it would have built up his confidence a little bit. He would have gone back online and started doing this more, and he would just be a bit more confident about it, and then he would have tried it again. And if he had another opportunity, he might have gone further with it until eventually he would have done something horrible. Like, once these guys go down this path, like, there's nothing going to stop them. It's just going to escalate. It's not like the kind of thing that they could just do once and they got it out of their system. It's like, no, once they do it, they're going to want to do it again and again and again. And every time they do it, they get a little bit more confident. You know, it's like a serial killer or something that once they haven't been caught for a while, they start to think like they're invincible. So they just start doing it and getting more reckless with it and taking it even further and doing it even more. And, you know, God knows how long it would have taken him to get caught and how many people he would have victimized in the meantime. So it's glad that he never got the opportunity to do it. And I'm pretty sure, I can't remember if I read his wiki or not, but apparently I'm pretty sure like he never did anything after this. He got married and, you know, just led whatever kind of normal life, whatever normal is for Jeff Stacy, and then eventually he died. So, and thus ends the tale of the Mickey Mouse Predator. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'm trying to get a few more commentaries done. If possible, I might even be able to get another one done today so that we can have another couple days in a row. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.